And brothers and sisters, there are chains which with others enslave us. We've known about them for hundreds of years. But what about the chains in which we are not bound by others, but chains that we bind ourselves with? What about those chains? What about those chains? And of course, the one we're dealing with horribly now is the one regarding this vaccine that is causing huge disruption in people of color. And I've got to say something about whether you agree with me or not. If agreement is required as a leader, then I need to just sit on down, because a lot of people are going to disagree. Now, the words I'm saying now are not to those of you who are struggling so hard to get the vaccine. I'm not talking to you, and you will get it. It's coming. Here's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with those who, in my view, are becoming illogical or irrational out of fear. And as one doctor was saying yesterday, so profound, as I watched on television, he said, yeah, there's a little bit of risk with the vaccine, but it is 100% certain that people are dying from this disease. 100% certain. 20-something million Americans sick, heading for 500,000 people dead, and you're going to go out and not take whatever it is God is offering that you may be able to get past this? It makes no sense. You have cried on your knees and asked God for deliverance. And God has given man the wisdom to come up with this vaccine. It's too quick. Well, they done had all kind of clinical trials, 94, 95%, much higher rates than the flu as far as success. And you still won't take it. And I thought about my former pastor, who I love so much, and some of you were like Chuck, were under his leadership. He used to tell a story about the deep people who were always looking for God to deliver in the way they wanted God to deliver. So he would tell the story of a great flood and hurricanes and flood waters were going through a land, and the man was crying out in his house for God to deliver, for God to open up a door. The waters are in his living room, and a man comes by with a boat and says, get on the boat, I can deliver you. The man says, I'm waiting on God to deliver me. So then he has to go upstairs because the water is rising in his house. The boat comes back again. The man says, get on the boat. The man in the house goes, I'm waiting on God to deliver me. The man ends up on the roof of his house. The third time the boat comes by and says, get on, the man says, get on this boat, you can be saved. The man on the roof says, I'm waiting on God to deliver me. All right, fast forward. He drowns. As soon as he gets to heaven, he like Job. He wants to see God about this. So he complains to God. I prayed to you. I prayed to you for deliverance, and yet I drowned. And God said to the man, I sent that boat to you 3 times. That's how we are. You don't sometimes get to choose the way of escape. When things are bad in your life and your house is on fire, you don't need 4 ways out. You need 1 way out to get out. We got to learn how to take advantage of what God sends us. And I'm not no hypocrite, preacher just talking and not doing. My wife and I took the vaccine on Friday. You can see pictures of it up here because some of you don't believe me then. Put it out on Facebook and Facebook Live. Over 1,000 people have watched it. You ought to watch it. You have to lead by example. But at least we're getting on the road to where we can resume normalcy. Come on and give one more praise.
I appreciate your support of our videos on YouTube. If you can do us a favor, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications as we upload future content.